Okay, this is a breakdown of a song called Satellite. I'll be showing you how I made this song using W1 Hit. W1 Hit is a rhythm augmentation plugin for Ableton Live. If you want to know how to set up W1 Hit, you can check out my tutorial video. I'll link it in the description below. This video will mostly focus on the elements created with W1 Hit for this song. This song features a vocal performance by Scarlett. She's a great songwriter and vocalist that I've worked with in the past. I'll put her Spotify link in the description below so you can check out her amazing work. So let's begin by first listening to the song, and then I'll break it down rhythm by rhythm for each of the instruments, all created using W1 Hit. Okay, so that was the song Satellite featuring Scarlett. Since the making of the original tutorial video, I've updated the model so that it's trained on about 5,100 rhythms. The initial version was trained on about 3,000 rhythms. You can also use those rhythms without augmentation if you want. The generate mechanism has been updated so that you no longer need to delete the notes between iterations. You can now just keep pressing the generate button until you hear a rhythm that you like. So I'll show a simple example of how to do that. And so we'll be essentially generating a bass line. So the bass line in the song is this original one here. And so let's say we want to create a different bass line for the song. I'm just going to insert a clip here. The first thing we want to do is select the voice that we want to generate our rhythm on. So I'm going to just tap that, choose the root note of the track. Oh, actually, I think this one is a little bit lower. This is at G0. Let's go to, there we go, G0. We'll do voice select, G0. We'll make sure that this is 8 bars to match the length of the original. And then we'll just try out some different bass lines. So what we'll do is we'll play that first section, and we'll just throw in some bass lines. Okay, that actually sounds pretty good right away, but let's check out some other ones. Nice. All right, we can keep going. So just like that, we're generating different bass lines so that we can test them against each other and figure out which one we like the most. Yeah, and that's pretty much how you use W1 hit. You really just select the voice you want and then hit that generate button as many times as you need until you hear what you like, and then you can use these variation knobs to augment them using the AI system that's built in. I won't really go into that into this video. I just want to focus on the different elements of this particular song. So we'll go ahead and delete that temporary bass line that we added, and what we'll do is kind of just go through each of these instruments one by one. We'll start with the drums over here, and as you can see, there are several different drum hits in this sample here. Got this bass drum, snare, a couple other different hits. And so each of these, this set of MIDI notes for each of these voices was generated using W1 hit. And just like we saw before, it's just a matter of iterating over a bunch of different rhythms until we find like which one works with the song, right? And so they're quite varied from each other, but let's play them together and see what it sounds like. So yeah, the only thing that actually wasn't generated, actually there's two things that weren't generated with W1 hit, and I'll go over those shortly. One is this riser. It's actually a really simple riser that plays at the end of this 16 bar segment. And so yeah, it's just I believe it's a ride, and it just kind of increases in velocity for this like last half a bar. and then it ends with this clash. That's just this one note here. And then the other item that wasn't created with W1 hit is this organ. It's basically just one note that's playing consistently, but we'll get into that in a later segment. So let's first, of course, play our drums again. And then over here we have that bass line that we regenerated, but this is the original, also created with W1 hit. And then now we also have this grand piano. This rhythm was originally created with W1 hit, and then all I did was move some of the notes onto other notes. I should say move some of the hits onto other notes so that it creates more of a melody. So let's listen to that melody. And so the original melody looks, or rather the original pattern looks just like this. I actually used the original pattern just for this one segment of the song, but this is what it originally looked like coming directly out of W1 hit. And then I just modified it to be this this melody here. And so now we have this other synth. This is also just playing the rhythm straight, no modification in terms of pitch, so we can play that. And that's just this sound. And then we have another bass that comes in later in the song. And so it's actually a really simple pattern, but it's still generated by W1 hit. So we'll go ahead and play that. Just this. And then we have this house stab that comes in. So the funny thing about this one is this was actually a much longer rhythm, also coming from W1 hit. And all I did was I removed all the other segments and I just kept this little segment here and that little segment there. And so when we play that with the original, well, let's actually add the organ in. The organ sound wasn't created by W1 hit, but we'll add it in anyway. And then we will add in our house stab. And then we'll actually just solo that. And that's all it is. So this organ, it's actually kind of interesting because if you listen to it, like let's play that. It kind of sounds like it's playing like more than one note hit. So if we solo it, you can see it's one consistent note. It's just one held note, but it doesn't sound like one held note. And the only reason for that is because we have this noise gate that is side chained to the drums. So whenever the drums play, it closes that gate and it shuts off that sound. And then when the drum sounds die away, it lets the organ come through. And so it creates this rhythm that kind of like bounces against the drums, but it's really just one note that's playing with a noise gate. And that's pretty much all the instrumentation that's in this song. of course, outside of the vocals. But then the other interesting thing about this song is pretty much every instrument except for the grand piano only plays the root note of the track. So if we go over here and look at our bass line, we'll see the only notes are on G0, right? The grand piano is the only exception where it has this melody. Most of the notes are still on G2 here, but then we kind of go up to this A and then up to this B flat. But, you know, most of it is still on the root note of the track. And this is the only instrument that plays anything other than the root note. If we go over to this Serum preset, we can see also playing G. This other Serum over here, also playing the root note G. The organ itself was also playing G. And our house stab over here, once again, it's just playing G. So that kind of just illustrates the power of rhythm in music, is that you can get some really interesting results without really even having to do too much in terms of like creating chords and creating melodies. Although I do highly recommend you create both of those in your music, because it does make your music sound a lot more interesting. So just, you know, use them to taste. But yeah, you can get away with, you know, just sort of a minimal beat and end up with some pretty great results. So this song will be dropping in probably about 3 weeks or so. But yeah, that was the creation of Satellite featuring Scarlett. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.